The Random Jottings of Donald J. in Nelson in Pendle, Lancashire. An Exorcism in Colne. Introduction. The Exorcism of the Ghost of Hannah Corbridge is a well-known story from the town of Colne, Lancashire. The tragic tale involves a young woman who was murdered by her lover, Christopher Hartley, in 1789. Since then, Hannah's ghost has been frequently sighted in the area around Earl Hall, where she was believed to have been murdered. The haunting was so distressing for the farmer and his family that they eventually sought the help of a Catholic priest to exorcise her spirit. This study will explore the story of Hannah Corbridge's ghost and the exorcism that supposedly rid the area of her presence. Background: Hannah Corbridge was a 19-year-old girl who lived with her father in the village of Laneshawbridge, on the eastern outskirts of Colne. She was heavily pregnant at the time of her death and was last seen alive in the early hours of Sunday morning, 19th of July 1789, departing with her lover, Christopher Hartley. When she failed to return home, her father alerted the local constable, and Hartley became the prime suspect. However, a search of the house he shared with his mother turned up nothing untoward. Hartley eventually disposed of Hannah's body by burying it in a shallow grave in a nearby field. She had been violently hacked to death and poisoned. The haunting: since her death, Hannah's ghost has been frequently sighted in the area around Earl Hall, believed to be the spot where she was murdered. Her regular appearances were so distressing for the farmer and his family that lived there that they eventually employed a Catholic priest in an attempt to rid themselves of the ghost. The priest set out to exorcise Hannah's spirit, setting up candles and waiting overnight in a room where she frequently materialized. At midnight, she appeared, at first disguised as a heap of hay. On being ordered to adopt her true form, she appeared as the young woman she had once been, cradling an infant in her arms. The exorcism: the priest attempted to reason with Hannah, explaining the trauma her appearance was causing for the family. As they spoke, the candles he had lit were extinguished one by one. Before the last candle went out, Hannah agreed to depart, but only until the last candle was burnt away. After the ghost left, the priest extinguished and supposedly swallowed the candle, preventing it from ever being burnt again. Conclusion: the story of the exorcism of Hannah Corbridge's ghost is a well-known tale from the town of Colne. Although the historical accuracy of the story cannot be verified, it remains a popular local legend. The story is notable for its link to Lancashire's supernatural activity and history of witchcraft. It is also interesting to note that Emily Bronte may have visited the area and drawn inspiration for her famous novel, Wuthering Heights, from the tragic tale of Hannah Corbridge. By Donald J.